Hello everyone, welcome back. So we are in discussion of CKA exam preparation series where we are looking the Kubernetes from the scratch, right? So in last video we have seen that how you can install your Kubernetes cluster kubeadm on your local machine where you can run multiple node cluster, right? But we have tried to install or maybe to spin up the MiniKube as well, but due to some configuration issue we were not able to do that. So I thought let's create a dedicated video for the MiniKube installation, right? So I had one local machine already where I have the MiniKube installation is already done. We just need to spin up the MiniKube cluster there. But as well as what I have done is I have created one machine on the Azure as well, right? Where the Ubuntu is running, and we'll try to configure the MiniKube on that machine, right? So just to interest of time, what I have done is I have just started. See, this is the local machine. So what I have done is here, I have just started the MiniKube cluster because it will take some time to spin up all these machines and the image part and everything, right? Till the time this installation will be done, what we will do is we will gonna do the same stuff on our Azure VM, right? This is the Azure VM which is already running. Okay. So let's start there. First, what we need to do is we need to download the kubectl binary. Let me copy this. I'm gonna paste here. That is done. Now let's do some execute permission to kubectl. That is also done. If you want to check the authenticity, right? Like if you want to check the whether the download was correct or not, what you can do is you can download this kubectl file and you can compare this, right? Let me do. So yeah, we are good, right? There was no break or there is no glitch in network or everything is good, right? So post that, what we need to do is we just need to install this kubectl to user local bin binary so that everybody will can see. You can see we have the kubectl installed and we can run all these stuff, right? If you want to check which version we have downloaded, so that we can see it is latest version. Although I think it was there in my local machine is 1.30, but since we haven't specified anything, right? Because here you can see that I haven't specified anything. I just go and downloaded the latest stable version, which is the this one, right? And let's check the cluster info. What it is gonna say? It will say nothing because as of now there is no cluster information because cluster is haven't started, right? Because kubectl needs to communicate with your kubectl is just a binary, right? Which will initiate the API call towards your cluster so that it can communicate, it can do whatever you want to get it done, right? So as of now, obviously there is no cluster is running. So you can see that get current API group list, this connection refused. All right. So that is expected. Okay, next we need to download this MiniKube, right? Because this is the thing we are going to do. So what MiniKube basically do is MiniKube will uh, create one local container, right? Docker container, and inside that it has everything will gonna run with the Kubernetes, whatever the Kubernetes required to run, right? So that is done. We just need to install it again that global binary. Once that is done, that's optionally if you just want to see like which version you are running. So here we can see that we are running on this, and this is the MiniKube, right? So MiniKube version also we can see. But before that, we need to download some additional packages so that it will gonna run all these C certificate software and everything, because it is required to internally to communicate between MiniKube cluster and the kubectl binaries, right? We need to set up the container as well. So we'll see that you can see that we are installing here. Once that is done, I need to download this key file and then I need to update the index repo file as well so that we can install the Docker on this machine. Okay, I'm quickly doing all this stuff. Let's update the index so that it will get to know, okay, there is something change, apt update. Uh, AP, I think there is some typo, maybe some. some what, some garbage value probably. Okay, so till here it was good. The problem is here. Okay, yeah, you can see it has break, right? So let me go back and let me remove that gap. That is why if you want, you can, it is Linux Ubuntu, right? Now if it should be good, apt get update, invalid operation update, it is apt update only. Okay, what is happening? Now it should be good, right? Let me go to see this file. Yeah, it has good entry. So what is that entry is? Okay, I think it is Linux only. Yes, and apt update and this. Let me see this file on this our machine where we have already installed it. Okay, I will go to my MiniKube. Okay, it is just still started, so I will take another session for this machine. I will quickly log in, cloud user. I'll put my password. I'll go to sudo and I will cat this file. So it is Linux only, yeah. So I will just change this. So just to make sure. Okay, now we are good, I believe. Okay, it's read only because we haven't started with this sudo. Okay, let's quit it and sudo vi, delete it, insert it again and save it. And now let's run apt update. Now we are good, right? No, it's still saying permission denied, okay, because we were missing the sudo. Fine, I'm gonna cancel this and here we have the MiniKube cluster started and this is something that we are doing on the Azure VM, okay? So that was the glitch that is already cleared now. Let's run it again. Sudo apt docker cache, fine, and now install the this one. Okay, it is getting installed. Once that is done, then we need to check the status of the docker, and if everything is good, then we need to start our MiniKube. Before that, because we are going to deploy a container, right, with the local user, so what we need to do is we just need to add that particular user in the docker group, right? But let it be, and then I will show you how we can run it. It is almost done. Let's check the status of our MiniKube. Okay, it is still coming up. Anyways, we'll go to our machine. It's 97%. Okay, maybe I will pause the video here and then I will come back. Okay. Okay, after 1 minute, what I see is that Docker is already installed and our MiniKube is already done. But let me finish the installation first and then I will take you to the MiniKube cluster. Okay, so let's check the Docker status here. We are good. It's up and running, right? Now, let's add this user to the Docker group so that it can start. Done. Now, simply let's start this Docker, which we already done in our local machine, but let it be here as well, right? It is downloading that image, right? Because there the image was already there, so probably it didn't take that much time. But here probably it will gonna from scratch, right? But meanwhile, what we will do is I will go to this machine where I have already this MiniKube is running. So what I will show you is uh, MiniKube status. Okay, so this time you can see that MiniKube state, what MiniKube is saying is we have the control plane host is running, kubelet is running, API server is running, and kube configured is running, right? So everything is up and running, and that was not the case in the previous video, right? But now we are good with the MiniKube installation. And if I'm gonna run the cube, so you can see that I have already one machine running, which is a control plane, but everything will be running up and running here only, right? If I'll see the cube get namespace or maybe just an ns, and if you want to see the pod, right, I want to see in cube system, which is the default namespace for the kubectl. So here you can see we have some internal ports are running, right, which is required for to be Kubernetes to run on its internal infrastructure, right? Core DNS, etcd, kube API server, control manager, proxy, scheduler, and the storage provisioner, right? So this you can see it is already up and running, right? Here also it is done. So let's check the minikube status. Same thing. If I'm gonna do this here as well, kubectl get pods. So there is nothing, but in cube system, if you see, we have almost same pods are running, right? So let's quickly deploy one machine, and then we'll see how we can access it, right? So I'm gonna copy this file, sorry, command, and I'm deploying it on machine which is running on the this one. If you see cube, don't worry about the command, we will discuss from the scratch everything, what is create, deploy, nginx and image, what all these we will see. But I just want to show you that our cluster is up and running, and we can see that we have everything is up and running, right? So that's how that you can, if you want to expose this service, right? So what you can do is you can want to expose it to the node port, right? Node port is just to the C the cluster, sorry, node IPs, right? There is one more way if you want to do it, minikube service. What is the service name we have given? URL, right? So you can see that this is running on this, right? 31895. If I'm going to curl this, so I can see that my Nginx is up and running, right? And this probably should be running from the outside as well. Let's see. Or maybe I think we need to open the port 31895 is not opened. So what I will do is I will quickly go to Azure. I will go to the networking. What is the port number? 31895. Okay, let's create inbound rule. Source any, source port any, destination port 31895, right? And it should be allowed. I just added it, so it should be up and running now. Because at the back end, what is happening is whenever you are doing this, right, cube this, this is the service IP, right? No, don't confuse with this. Cube get ports hyphen o wide, just to see the wide information, and the URL as well. If you see, so here you can see this is the IP of my machine. If you run the IPA, so here you can see this is the node port ETH0. Okay, maybe this is not the case probably with the minikube, because this is the IP of this machine, this container, right? Let me see if we can get it. Docker exec hyphen itd and bash. Okay, it is not allowed because it is already up and running with some different command. But yeah, this is the minikube environment, right? So here probably we cannot access this, right? Because this IP is coming from this one, this network, right? Internal network. It is not the machine's IP, because this is running on the default node port is something like where your exact uh, container is running, right? Your pod is running. In this pod, we have this VM, right? But VM itself is running inside the Docker container. So it is just to see you, right? Because Minikube, I think what I remember is I think we cannot access it from the outside, right? So that's the drawback because it's just to test your application, just to test your knowledge, right? You can run some binaries, command, everything, but you cannot use it at full fledged, right? So that is the reason we will not follow the Minikube. We will follow the multi-node cluster environment. All right. So that is the case with the Minikube, and we are good with the up and running command, right? And what further, I just want to discuss one more thing, right? Yeah, with this, right? Because in the last video we haven't seen this killer coda and this, right? So let me go back. So this is the play with Kubernetes, right? You just need to log in with one of the stuff, right? If you want to log in with your Docker or maybe that, right? So it is already started. So here you can add one instance. Apart from that, there is something called killer coda, right? So that is also good playground stuff. You can go and you can go to the playgrounds, and here you can see that it is running, I think up to 60 minutes you can access this environment, right? And here also you just need to authenticate yourself with one of the this domain, right? Once that is done, you have that machine up and running, right? So here you can see kubectl get ports. It's already running, right? Or maybe it's just a session, right? You just need to initialize it. So as of now, it is nothing. So that way, maybe we can do this. Okay, cube get nodes. Okay, it's still initializing, so probably it will take time, right? But yeah, that's how that you can create your instance and you can just create. So this playground is also good. You can say see. You can see you up to 4 hours you can add instance, right? I think up to 2 or 3 instance you can add. Okay, it is four. Let me see. One, two, three, four. Okay, that's good. That was a nice thing. Okay, so there also like you can go and you can set up your stuff and you can download your application code, your images and everything, right? So that is the also the thing. If you don't want to create your multi-node cluster, so in play with Kubernetes also you can do that stuff. All right, so that was the quick information on the Minikube thing, and we are, I think, good with our application. It is up and running. You can see this is the our worker node stuff. If cube get nodes hyphen o wide. So here you can see, right? This is the node, and node is this one. 49.2 and this is a 49.2 because this is a node port type service, right? So on this node IP on any one of the random port, our application is exposed and we are able to run it. But this environment, this is something that we cannot access from outside, right? So this is the internal stuff of this Docker PS. All right. So I think now we are good with the lab. According to your environment, we have discussed all possibilities if you are running with the local, if you are running with the cloud, or if you are running with the online stuff with a killer code or maybe the playground with Kubernetes. All right. So I'm gonna stop here today, and from tomorrow onwards, we will start some healthy discussion on the Kubernetes architecture. Till then, stay safe, stay learning, okay? And stay tuned. We'll have many more stuff coming on our channel. And I would request you to please subscribe and share it with the other friends. And thank you. Bye bye.